crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the lots. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taken to dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, jock coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taken to dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably fit the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof of, I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it ready to Whittles Peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taken to dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably fit the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw, Huntley. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so they only need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your
touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First and 10, Willis. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Willis now off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's the option play now to the left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because this team is looking for a quarterback.
They get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, They need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Huntley. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's a true happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Huntley to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's It's swung out wide to Harris. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Operating from the gun. Huntley buying time to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First down, here's the run. He's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter in this direction without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Play fake. Here's Willis. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game as they have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Willis now off of play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift from 19 yards away. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's...
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And here's Freiermuth again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Huntley. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go play action with Willis. Escaping the pressure right. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Willis. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Malik Willis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Huntley. He finds Pickens over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They'll look to throw again. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, Huntley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check match, check match. Three.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got it to Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Head the street. No check.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun, here's Willis. He's got this complete to Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Off the play fake, Huntley. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to the squad.
Here's Huntley. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Huntley to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The drive will start with an option going left. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Malik Willis, 49 yards. And the Lions are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage. You'd expect to see a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting to bomb.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do...
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a fatty in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember.